Students, so by the continuation of the chapter alternating current, and today we are going to discuss the important 5-mark category LCR circuit, a series LCR circuit. Okay, so first we have to remember the AC with the inductor, AC with the capacitor, and AC with resistor. You know that results. I hope that you people are saw my videos. Now please see that. So this is the inductor, and this is the capacitor, and this is resistor R. So LCR, which are connected in series, and this is the alternating source. Okay, so we know that in series connection current is same. Okay, so let us assume that V is equal to V naught sin omega t is the applied as voltage. Yes. Now please see that in series we know that AC with inductor, we know that as their voltage is leads when compared to the current in inductor. In capacitor, current is leads when compared to the voltage. When compared to the what, children? Voltage. I can write VC. VC means voltage across capacitor, which is lagging when compared to the current through this capacitor by the angle what, children? Is pi by 2 leading. The angle will be pi by 2 is leading, and here also the angle voltage leads VL, voltage across the inductor VL leads the current I by the phase factor pi by 2. But in the case of resistor, both voltage and current are in phase. Both voltage and current are what, children? In phase. Therefore, as I can write that as voltage across the resistor, that is equal to I into R. I into what, children? R, and then I can say that as voltage and current are in phase with each other. In phase, that means there is no phase difference. Similarly for VL, that is equal to I into XL, and voltage leads the current. Voltage leads the current by the phase factor of pi by 2, and VC, that is equal to I into XC, and as I can write voltage, current leads or voltage lags. So voltage lags is the current I by pi by 2. So these are the results of what we are already discussed. Now the first parameter what we are going to find in this series LCR circuit is effective voltage, effective or RMS value. Effective voltage, what, children? The first quantity what we are going to find is effective voltage. Okay. Yes, now please see that these components are together present in the circuit. Therefore, I can say that, or we can draw the phasor diagram. What is phasor? That and all we already discussed. So the voltage phasor diagram is just see that is in this circuit I can consider as inductor dominant. I can consider what, children? Inductor dominant. That means the value of VL is greater than VC. I am assuming here for our convenience, but depends on the problems. The VL may be greater than or lesser than or equal to VC. But here for this discussion I am assuming that voltage inductor dominant. That means voltage across the inductor is more than the capacitor, or XL is greater than the XC. Inductor dominant circuit. So by the vector addition we know that whenever two vectors in opposite direction, that the resultant will be by the subtraction. So let us consider this is what, children? VL minus VC. Okay. Along this as we can take that is voltage across the resistor R, because there is no phase difference between the voltage and current in resistance R. Therefore you take this as to be reference. With respect to this, voltage is leading in inductor. With respect to this, voltage is lags with the capacitor. So therefore lagging means I can draw in this negative direction. Leading means that will be positive with respect to the initial one. We may consider that as to be initial one. Okay. Now please see that so we can formulate a triangle, a right angle triangle, and this value is taken as to be V effective, and this voltage is nothing but VR. This is what, children? Is VR value, and this is as we know that VL minus VC. So from this voltage phasor diagram, you just consider this has to be a right angle triangle. So what is that Pythagoras theorem? Yes, V square is equal to VR square plus S VL minus VC that whole square. Therefore, the V effective or V net, that is equal to what, children? Root over. Yes, just apply the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, therefore I can write that VR square plus VL minus VC, that what, children? Whole square. So this is the expression for what, children? Yes, what is that effective voltage in series LCR circuit. The second parameter what I am going to derive or get is, that is effective resistance, that means called impedance. That is called what, children? Impedance. Impedance of the circuit, impedance Z. Again you just draw the diagram for the phasor diagram for impedance. You just see that this is taken as to be XL, and because these things will vary with respect to frequency, therefore XC, but this will be resistance R, which is independent of the frequency of the source. So again these two phasors are opposite, therefore we can see that this has to be XL minus XC, and again you construct a resultant vector, that is resultant phasor. Okay, so this is pi, and this effective value is nothing but impedance Z. Impedance what, children? Z. So again you just use the Pythagoras theorem for this right angle triangle and this value, because they are parallel. So therefore XL minus what, children? XC. So from this I can say that Z equal to what, children? Root over, just apply the Pythagoras theorem, R square plus, you just see that R square plus this opposite side, that square. Okay, XL minus XC, that what, children? A whole square. Okay, so from this we can write that the voltage value, we can write that see that you take this equation, we know that VR is equal to what, children? I into R, and VL and VS is IXL is IXC. So here I can write that this is one of the equation. The same equation can be written, this is what, children? I square R square. Here also what? IXL minus IXC. So I is taken outside common. So I into root of what, children? The same equation can be written as R square plus XL minus XC, that what, children? Whole square. So from this we can write that V effective divided by I, that is nothing but R square plus XL minus XC, that whole square, that is nothing but Z value. Therefore I can say that Z is nothing but V effective divided by what, children? The current in the circuit, that is equal to root of R square plus XL minus XC, that what, children? Whole square. So this is the expression for impedance. Okay, now the third parameter what we are going to derive is that one is what, children? So the phase relation or phase difference between current and voltage, that is pi value. Phase difference between current and what, children? Voltage. So from this diagram, either voltage phasor or resistance or impedance phasor diagram, we can write that tan pi, that is equal to, here tan pi is what, children? Opposite by adjacent side, that is VL minus VC divided by VR. Or the same can be written as, yes, we can write that from this diagram, tan pi is equal to XL minus XC by R. Or we can write that tan pi is equal to what, children? Yes, XL minus XC divided by what, children? R. So we can write this angle. From this we can say that pi is equal to tan inverse of, from that you can get the phase difference between current and the effective voltage in the circuit. So now the another parameter, the next parameter what we are going to write is, that is nothing but power factor. What, children? Power factor, which is generally written as to be cos pi. Power factor. What is the power factor? You just see this diagram, cos pi value. Cos pi means what, children? Adjacent by hypotenuse. Therefore, we can write that cos pi, that is equal to what, children? R by Z, that is equal to R divided by Z is nothing but R square plus XL minus XC, that what, children? Whole square. XL minus XC, that what, children? Whole square. Okay. So depends on the condition. Yes, the cos pi value, yes, this cos pi, the power factor value, yes, some cases it will be 0, some cases it will be 1 maximum. Okay. So when it will be minimum means when pi is equal to 90 degree. Pi is equal to what, children? Plus or minus 90 degree. We know that if the circuit is inductor dominant, then what will happen, children? So that is only inductor plays the major role, means the phase difference we know that voltage leads or current lags. But whatever may be that, whether it is leading or lagging, the phase difference will be what, children? Pi by 2. Leads means plus pi by 2, lags means minus pi by 2. So in that cases, the power factor gets the minimum value. The minimum value of the power factor is what, children? 0. That is equal to 0. Some cases that will be maximum. This will be what, children? Maximum. That is what, children? So that is when pi is equal to 0 degree. When pi is equal to 0, what is the meaning, children? Cos pi has to be maximum. So cos pi is equal to 1. Cos pi is equal to 1. You just see that when cos pi is equal to 1, children, when Z equal to R, so this condition is possible when Z equal to R, then only R gets cancelled and cos pi has to be 1. So that is Z becomes to what, children? R. This condition is called resonance condition, but we will discuss that as to be a separate topic. And this condition is called what, children? As a resonance condition or resonance circuit. So whenever the phase difference has to be in 90 degree, whether it is leading or lagging, so that may be, this represents the circuit will be either purely inductive or purely inductive or what, children? Capacitive circuit. So for a pure inductive circuit or capacitor circuit, as we said here, the pi value, phase difference value will be 90 degree. Therefore, power factor in this case will be minimum or 0. But in this case, power factor will be maximum. Thus condition, that condition is what, children? Resonance condition. Okay. So that we will discuss separate topic. Now please go with the another parameter what we are going to discuss now. Yes, the fifth parameter what we are going to derive is expression for current in the circuit. Current in the circuit I. You just see this relation, the effective voltage by I, that is V by I, that is equal to Z, as we said. Z equal to V by I, or from this we can say that I is equal to what, children? V is by Z. Therefore, I is equal to what, children? The effective voltage or RMS voltage divided by Z. This is one of the expression as in terms of impedance of the circuit, the total or effective resistance of the circuit. That the another one in the form of a sinusoidal or periodic function, the current can be written as I is equal to what, children? I naught sine of omega t plus or minus what, children? Pi. So suppose here you just see that here if the inductor is dominant, L is inductor is dominant, means what, children? In inductor what will happen? Current lags the voltage by pi by 2. So in that cases, not only this is for purely inductive circuit, but here other components also present in LCR. But if L is dominant means the voltage is leading, the effective voltage is leading. Therefore, in this case, I is equal to what, children? I naught is sine of as omega t minus pi will be there. Because this minus sign represents in inductor dominant circuit, the voltage leads or current is lagging. That is the expression for that. But in some cases, suppose capacitive dominant. What, children? Capacitive dominant circuit. Capacitive dominant circuit, we can see that yes, that the current is leading. Current is what, children? Leading, or voltage is lagging. So current leading means positive term will come. Therefore, I is equal to what, children? I naught sine of omega t plus pi will be there. Omega t plus what, children? Pi will be there, because in capacitor dominant circuit, the current is leading. So because of that, plus pi will be there. Okay, yes, children. And next one is the sixth parameter is the diagram is the current and the effective current or effective voltage and Z value, everything depends on what is that, children? Frequency of the applied source. So that will be discussed as a separate topic called resonance 1. But if you want to draw the graph, so frequency versus Z or I, that is the frequency versus impedance or frequency versus current graph. If you draw that, we can get the graph will be like this. So this is the frequency or angular frequency or frequency, and this is taken as to be what, children? The current in the LCR circuit. Similarly, here also we can consider the same as to be omega or frequency f as angular frequency or frequency, and I can take this as to be Z. From this relation, we see that I and Z's are inversely proportional, or when I increases, Z will decreases and vice versa. So therefore, when you draw the graph between current and the frequency in a series LCR circuit, it looks like this. So some particular frequency value, the current in the circuit becomes to maximum. That condition is generally called resonance condition. That we will discuss as a separate topic. So this is called resonance condition or resonance frequency. That will be the maximum current here. That will be corresponding to I maximum. When current is maximum, resistance should be minimum. So when you draw the impedance frequency graph, it will be looks like this. So what, children? For a particular frequency, that is called resonance frequency omega naught or f naught, the corresponding Z value will be minimum. That Z minimum is what, children? Resistance R. Z minimum, that is equal to what, children? Resistance R. So that's why we can say that this is the minimum value of Z. At that condition, the impedance of the circuit will be minimum. So there is a minimum value R. So Z minimum means the current will be maximum. So this is the frequency versus Z, that means impedance and frequency versus current graph, children. So this is the detailed discussion about what is series LCR circuit for your either MCQ or board point of view. Please kindly note down the theory, students.